Percy Hawkins must have a strong game tonight, as well as the rest of the wing players for the Hornets, as Charlotte tries to snap a 6-game losing streak. They've won 5 straight, though, against Philadelphia, and 4 in this building.
You know, Witherspoon's going to post up as you're seeing it happen now. That's something the Hornets have to worry about a lot.
Hornets get the rebound. You saw the season series. The Sixers are one of the few teams the Hornets lead a season series with. 13-8 overall, and the Hornets won the first meeting by 12 in Charlotte.
Offense is important, as always, but tonight more so. The Sixers are 1-17 when the opposition scores 100 points.
In regulation.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. Jeff Hornacek in the front court for the 76ers. Hornacek scores the first points of the game, and it's 2-0 Philadelphia. Again, we'll be playing Hornets Trivia Tune In and Win here midway through the first quarter, so sharpen up your skills. You could win a trip. David Wingate has been offensive-minded of late. Hornets have missed their first 2 offerings, and here comes Dana Barros, who was a Hornet for about a week. Barros inside for 2. It's 4-0 Philadelphia. Perry on the attempted steal, but Muggsy Bogues gets it back.
We talked about defensive rotation, 2 layups for the Sixers to start the game.
3 jump shots for the Hornets, one of them good. Back the other way. Sean Bradley runs the court and gets the dunk.
I know it's tough to say, but Mike Jaminsky didn't see him. Now, how you don't see a guy 7'7", it's hard to say.
Clarence Witherspoon tips the ball in on the attempt by Muggsy Bogues, so credit Muggsy with the basket. Hornets with the steal. Charlotte has numbers. Hawkins blocked by Bradley. No foul. Here comes Hornacek.
No foul. He didn't jump.
Hornacek for 2, and in transition, the Sixers lead at 8-4. Hawkins. Jaminsky will spot up. Got a balloon out on the floor here. Mathis makes sure that it gets away. Must have been a prop for a comedian pregame. Actually, I guess the Flyers had their wives had a special charity function. We saw a lot of them at balloons, that is, at practice this morning.
Clear it up, Steve.
Witherspoon, 10-4. Philadelphia with the lead. We have a 20-second timeout, so that means it's time for our first Hornets Trivia Tune In and Win question. Our question is, name the 2 different pairs of current Hornets that attended the same high school. If you have the answer, be the 6th caller. At the number you see on the screen with the correct answer, you could be the winner of a trip for 2 to watch the Hornets play in Orlando. Included in that round trip air, 2 nights, hotel accommodations, game tickets for February 27th, and $500 in cash.
Clarence Witherspoon taking it down low. Some say he's a little upset because he's not getting the publicity that he deserves with all the work that he's doing, but he's an outstanding young player, and he is very, very central to this Sixer offense.
Tim Perry on the steal on the inbounds pass. Philadelphia has it. Now we've got a whistle and a foul coming up. It's going to be on Percy Hawkins, the former Sixer.
No, Jeff Hornacek is 3 for 17 in his last few point attempts, which frightens you because you know at some point in time he'll break out of the slump. You don't want it to be tonight.
He's a good enough shooter to do that. Takes a regular 2-pointer that time and hits it. He's got 6 points on the night, averaging 16 over the last 4. And the Sixers have opened up an 8-point lead. Muggsy Bogues forces his way in. Jaminsky now working on Bradley. Hornets down 12-4. Here's Hawkins. Kick to the corner. Muggsy Bogues with the stutter step, and it goes. Bogues has all 6 of the Hornets' points, 12-6. Philadelphia in the lead. There are 3 former Sixers, actually 4. No, 3. It's Wingate, Jaminsky, and Hawkins on the floor.
That's a real good play by Muggsy. That's what Mike Jaminsky is going to have to do is run past Bradley. You can't just confront him face up, well, face to chest up. You just got to run by the guy. He's too big.
Foul is charged. I believe it's going to be to Eddie Johnson. So EJ picking up the foul, waiting for his first points.
There's the double. There's your rotation.
And there's the 3 by Dana Barros. Barros, a 41% 3-point shooter, 15-6. Philadelphia breaks out to an early lead. Hawkins forces his way in, looks to pass to Eddie on the baseline, but it's going to be Hornacek carrying it out of bounds. Hornets seem to be concentrating on early offense tonight.
They have to, because you want to use your quickness. 7 straight points been scored, 7 straight misses. Field goal. I got it right. 7 big field goals by the Sixers.
Eddie Johnson on the miss. Here comes Barrows back the other way. Perry with the rebound. Look how high Bradley is.
I don't understand that strategy by his coach. He did the same thing in Charlotte when he played out all the time. I think in Charlotte he may have been a bit intimidated by Alonzo Mourning. But look at how Bradley is out. Hornacek trying to get off the snide, trying to make sure that he can get to the foul line. And we talked about not having Alonzo Mourning. That is evidence of what happens. The Sixers have no fear for going down the lane.
Hornacek going to the free throw line, an 87%, 85% free throw shooter. He's had an unusual season because he's had 2-point rebound double-doubles. Marty Conlon coming in. Jemensky goes to the sideline.
We showed Marty and talked about him at the top of the show. He's going to get a lot of minutes again. I'm sure that he didn't expect to get this many minutes when he came out of CBA, but he may play 20 or 30 tonight too.
Played 20 against Indiana, played 25 against Miami. There's the kick to the corner. Muggsy Bogues has been the only offensive threat for the Hornets tonight.
Got to have more than that.
Percy Hawkins for 3. He knows this floor. And it's 17-9. Hornets cut it to 8. Sixers have led teams by as many as 17 and given up the ball game.
It's amazing how high Bradley starts the offense.
Hornacek. That's a 3 for Jeff Hornacek. 11 points for Hornacek, 20-9 Sixers. Nice pass, Wingate to Conlon for the reverse. Looked for the foul, but didn't get it. Got 2 instead. Nice finish for the former Providence star.
Well, good look inside by Wingate, and Conlon didn't show any timidness that time. Just went straight to the basket.
Well, you know, he played 37 minutes a game in the CBA, so he was getting some time. Here's Perry, who has this impression of being an outside shooter. Takes a lot, 23% from three-pointers.
Nobody talks to him about it either. I don't understand it. He's out there practicing, and he's a good inside player. That's where he probably needs to stay more.
David Wingate gives it up to Conlon, and Conlon buries the jump shot. So we've seen him inside, now we see him outside, and the Hornets have drawn to within 7. Here's the tough matchup of the night, Gil. Witherspoon on Wingate.
And there comes the rotation. Eddie Johnson baseline, and it works.
Hawkins in position to get the rebound. Hawk will take the quick shot. Bradley for the rebound. He averages 6 a game. There's the shot by Barrows. That was from 30 feet out. Here's Hornacek for 2. Hornacek with 13 on Philadelphia's 22 points early.
Talk about breaking out of a slump.
Oh,
scary.
It is scary. Here comes Eddie Johnson. Eddie Johnson is in the scorebook officially. He's been there a lot lately. 6 straight 20-point outings.
Pay attention to where Sean Bradley starts playing offense for the fans at home. This guy's over 7 foot tall. He's behind the three-point arc. I don't see the logic of that.
They want Conlon to come out and get him. Right now, he's street legal. Here comes Barrows on the penetration. Hornacek with the shot.
Oh, well.
15 points for Jeff Hornacek. 24-15. Sixers by 9. Bradley bats away Bogues' offering, and we had a timeout with 5:36 left to go.
But we knew the slump ends. We just don't want it to end with you.
Muggsy Bogues on the free throw line where he hits the first. He's got 7. Bogues was recently named the winner of the Bausch & Lomb Court Vision Award for averaging double figures, points and assists in the month of January. He hits a pair. The Hornets cut it to 7. Tim Perry runs into front court.
And Muggs has been forced to score tonight. You don't want to have him do that. He's more valuable when he's scoring, but when he's giving it to other people, he doesn't have a lot of people to look to give it to.
Look at the room Conlon gives Bradley when he gets the ball out front. The Hornets pull up the rebound. Del Curry with the rebound. I like what I see of Conlon as far as a defensive player and his ability to think on the floor and on the run. David Wingate.
Nice shot by David. I think Conlon, Steve, doesn't seem intimidated by where he is. He understands where he is on the court. He understands where the ball is going to bounce after the rebound, and he works hard.
Good help by Eddie Johnson that time on the play. Only the Hornets can't capture the rebound. Bradley snuck by Conlon down the lane. Eddie knew he was free and had to come get him.
But he starts so high that even though he catches it, looks where he catches it still not in the best of position. And if he doesn't start so far away from the basket, he can get a lot closer to the basket.
Philadelphia has the ball. They have 11 seconds left on the shot clock. Hornacek, pick and roll with Bradley. Can't handle it going for the dunk. Wingate picks it up.
44 million.
Here's Wingate out front. Is that what that shot cost? Oh, his right to take it. Witherspoon.
Expensive miss, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Here's Witherspoon. Down the lane with 4 points, 26-19. Sixers by 7. Hornets staying close. They only have 9 men in uniform tonight. Kenny Gaddison back in the hotel room battling the virus. Muggsy Bogues in double figures already with 10. The Hornets trail by 5.
Muggsy doing what he knows he has to do. He has to score tonight because there's just not a lot of people to do it.
By the way, I need to tell our Hornet players they're not eligible to win our Hornets trivia to win contest.
What about the announcers?
Here comes Conlon, blocked by Bradley. 29-21 after Perry's 3.
Don't like to see. Why does he want the ball out there? Get under the basket, big fella.
Hornacek. Conlon with a rebound. Here comes Eddie Johnson in the open floor.
Haven't heard much offense from Eddie.
They were giving him a lot of attention. He drew 2 bodies that time when he got the ball. Wingate finds Eddie on the cut, though. Conlon with a nice stick back. Marty Conlon for 6 points so far, and the Hornets cut it to 6.
Stays right in the flow of the ball game.
I asked him what he hopes this develops into. He says permanent roster spot as Tim Perry makes a very definite statement with that dunk, 31-23.
More evidence to how the team misses Alonzo Mourning's presence. People don't think twice about going into the lanes. Just go.
Perry would use his outside shot more for sure against Alonzo Mourning. Eddie Johnson. As we've said in the past, Eddie starts in and then moves out. 31-25. He's already out to 22 feet. Hornacek into the paint. Plus the foul. Hornacek now for 17. The foul, I believe, is going to be on Marty Conlon. When we come back, Hornacek will try to complete the 3-point play. The Sixers lead by 8 with 2.5 to play in the first.
Hi. Is this space taken?
No.
Then I'll sit down.
You want a Bud Light?
Not yet.
Hey, wait a minute! That's my Bud Light!
If you want great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
How about a little help here? Where they get the turnover from now? Oh, okay.
Still time for attention. Get that 3-pointer. Steve Parker, look out tonight to get your $10 consolation a gift certificate to the Sports Authority. Congratulations.
Tonight, we debut Harris Teeter's three-point payoff. Your chance to win $300 in groceries from Harris Teeter and their three-point payoff. And you'll see how to play when we start in the third quarter. Sign up your nearest Harris Teeter and you could be the winner. Alan Bristow looking for the payoff here with 9 people in uniform.
And 9 people not doing that poorly on offense. The Hornets 11 of 20 from the field. That's pretty good. But this is what the Hornets really miss, is some kind of defensive presence down the lane. Marty Conlon trying to get there, but Jeff Hornacek trying to break out of all of the offensive woes at once, going for points number 18.
Now for the three-point play. Has it. 18 for Hornacek, 2.5 to play here in the first quarter. 34-25. The lead is 9 for Philadelphia. They've led by 11. Strong quarter. Very strong.
It's a good game. I mean, 18 points.
Here's Del Curry with a quick turnaround on Hornacek, and Del shows that he can score. He's got 2. Hornets cut it to 7. They're just hanging around.
But that was also an example of Hornacek's defense. You've heard about it, folks. Now you saw it.
The double on Perry down low. The rotation to Hornacek comes there a little late. Del Curry. But so Hornacek is going to the line, and he'll be up to shoot 1 plus the penalty. Actually shooting 2 because of the shooting
Number
foul.
12, Johnny Dawkins checks into the Sixers.
Hornacek with 19.
Johnny Dawkins is on the court now, and for the fans, you of course follow Johnny through college, and he's had tough time with his knees and all, but he's back. He's been playing very, very well as of late for this club, shooting some 63% from the field.
Matter of fact, 83 over the last 3 games. Sat out 10 games with a shoulder injury and has shot better since he's come back. Here's Hawkins, gets a step on Hornacek, gets everybody airborne, and draws a foul. Warren Kidd now into the ball game for Philadelphia. And it's going to be on Witherspoon, however, they're going to call it.
Hersey under control with the dribble. Again, you just look towards the basket. Guys just leave the floor like somebody gave him a free ticket out of town.
And Hawkins goes to the free throw line. Hawk has only 3 points in this first quarter. Still very popular here in Philadelphia. He was actually drafted by Seattle and traded to the Philadelphia 76ers.
Everybody that talks about Hersey talks about what kind of a fine gentleman that he is. And the Charlotte community has seen that too. And people are very, very happy to see him when we got him to Philly. Glad to see him come back. 5
points for Hersey Hawkins. Hornets trail by 7. 1:45 left to go here in the first quarter. Witherspoon, the help comes from the top this side as Perry takes the outside shot and hits it.
That's a tough shot by Tim Perry. We complain about him shooting jumpers, and that has averaged 1 point and just a little over half of a rebound. Now, why that's significant for the fans listening is that he came off the bench before Eric Lecter.
He was starting the first 14 games of the season.
Number 25, Tony Bennett.
Free agent out of Middle Tennessee, was not drafted. Conlon getting more and more comfortable with this lineup as more and more playing time he gets. Cuts the Philadelphia lead to 7.
Witherspoon down low against Wingate.
They help from the top again. Leaves somebody open at the perimeter. Hornacek for 3. Getting his confidence out there. Here comes Kidd very strongly inside, and Witherspoon finishes. Spoon with 6. 9-point lead for the Sixers.
Well, the defensive rotation that we talked about was there, but the rebound effort wasn't.
Del Curry's open in the corner for 2. Curry with 4. Shoots better at home than he does on the road, especially from 3-point range, where he's 47% at home, 33% on the road. He's taking his show on the road to the All-Star weekend. Here's Perry in trouble in the lane and manages to draw the foul just before the 3-second call.
The person who passes the ball gives it up. You can't leave that guy. That person becomes the most dangerous offensive player on the court, the man without the ball.
This is the man that the Charlotte Hornets drafted first this year, Greg Graham, 16th overall. He was part of the package that was sent for Philadelphia for Hersey Hawkins. As Jeff Hornacek goes out, Graham, the rookie out of Indiana.
Some rumblings about him, though, Steve. They're not very happy with his play as of late. Some suggest he's a bit of a shot nut, and when he gets in the game, he doesn't look to pass to anybody.
Conlon from baseline, couldn't make it work. 41-33 as Perry hit the foul shot. It's an 8-point lead now for Philadelphia, and well, proof's in the pudding. Graham with 2 from outside. He's 1 for 20, by the way, from 3-point range.
Oh,
but he has shot better in the last couple of games, and his time is starting to pick up. He's averaged 12 minutes over the last 17 games. You see the shot clock and the game clock. We wind down time here in the first quarter. Tony Bennett into the ball game now. Walk with the ball for the pass to Wingate. So Philadelphia will have a chance to hang on for the last shot. Bennett has not seen an awful lot of playing time lately. Here's Johnny Dawkins. A shot from outside, and he is fouled.
Missed a jump shot, but get a chance to score anyway.
Dawkins 11 out of 15 from the floor since a return from the injury list. Former Duke star.
Talk about an injury cutting a guy's career or stopping it from being what it could have been. Hurting his knee really set this franchise back because he was playing very well when he was injured.
Curry at the buzzer lets it fly. Would to go to the second. To an 8-rebound edge, and there the lack of presence by Kenny Gaddison and Alonzo Mourning really comes home to roost.
Are the Hornets shooting 54% in the court? That's pretty good.
Philadelphia, though, however, is shooting 60%.
That's too good.
It is. Hornets have given up 45 points, most ever in their first quarter. In a first quarter. 45-33. Philadelphia with the lead.
And that's most of Philadelphia in the quarter this season.
Sean Green was traded here by Indiana just prior to training camp. Gets in the scorebook. We're underway here in the second quarter. Tony Bennett outside. Jemensky back into the contest. Witherspoon with a rebound, and Dawkins, or rather Greg Graham, will run it out quickly. Dawkins for 3. Short. Eddie Johnson has only 2 points, actually 4 in this ball game. But Eddie can score in bunches. EJ had only 10 against Miami until the fourth quarter, then got 16. Hornets have gone 2 trips without anything. Here's Graham. Well, we talked about Graham being shot happy. He's hit both of his offerings here in the first half.
Guess that's why he's happy.
Curry posted up on Green. The quick turnaround. He's used that once already tonight. Warren Kidd with the rebound. Dawkins on the move. It's 2 layups. The Sixers have hung. Make it 3 now as Kidd, or rather Witherspoon, is denied. Percy Hawkins goes by Graham. Then it's open.
6 straight miss by the Hornets.
Here comes Kidd on the run. The fast break from Witherspoon. The basket counts plus the foul.
Personal foul, Eddie Johnson. His second, team first.
Eddie Johnson with the foul, his second.
If you're going to get in on a fast break and try to play some defense, if you're going to commit a foul right here, you don't allow the shot. You have to foul a guy aggressively so that you make him go to the foul line. You can't give it a 3-point play.
Ramil Robinson checks in. His last game action was January 28th against Atlanta. Tony Bennett goes out.
This may be his earliest action of the season with the Hornets.
I think he played against New York in the first quarter.
Oh, okay.
On January 8th. Now, I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. 52-33, Sixers have opened up their biggest lead. Percy Hawkins gets the basket and he gets fouled.
Stops a 12-0 run by the Sixers.
Personal foul,
Greg Graham picking up the foul, so Hawk now has 7. We talked with Eddie Johnson, and EJ says, you know, this team needs a lead, and in the last 4 games in particular, they've fallen into big holes and had to dig themselves out. They have done that. They haven't picked up a win, however, but they have come back.
So difficult to pace yourself if you're trying to just go full throttle. And if you don't catch up, you may not have many of those full throttle efforts left.
And you can't bring an entire second unit off the bench because you only have 4 guys in uniform. Here comes Bradley with hook. Warren Kidd has it stolen, but Green picks it up. And again, Philadelphia gets close, but here Bradley saves it. Green in the lane. 54-36, Philadelphia in the lead. Here's Ramil Robinson. Everybody's airborne. And Ramil scores.
Ramil Robinson.
That's strong.
Ramil hasn't had an awful lot of opportunities this season. He's trying to show that he should be in. Bradley, I believe, is going to get the tip. No, they're going to give it to Graham. Give it to Graham on the basket. He's 3 for 3. I guess you shouldn't have said something here. Eddie Johnson takes it inside. And we get a foul coming up.
They talked about that they weren't happy with him. Now, this is a guy, Green. He takes this I want to be thankful thing a little far. Makes the layup, and watch him show thanks. Appreciate it, father, son. Yep, there you go.
So it's Eddie Johnson going to the free throw line. The foul, I believe, is going to be on Warren Kidd. EJ gets them both. He's got 6. Hornets trail 56-39. Johnny Dawkins tries the shot out. Hawk with a rebound. Here comes Robinson. Ramil, nice pass to EJ for 2.
Good look by Ramil Robinson and Eddie Johnson. A nice cut.
And Ramil knows who's been scoring.
Exactly. You can't get an assist unless you get it to a guy that scores.
That's right. Johnny Dawkins gets in and gets fouled.
Personal foul, Ramil Robinson.
Ramil Robinson now getting the foul.
Second, Johnny Dawkins.
Always is difficult when the guy gives the ball up and he cuts to the basket. But Ramil says you won't get a layup. Make you go to the line.
It's what should have been done on several opportunities earlier, right?
Indeed.
Johnny Dawkins going to the free throw line.
Or don't foul him at all.
That's right. Why pick up a foul when he made the shot? Fred Carter, 25, or actually 26 and 45 since taking over for Doug Moe shortly after the All-Star break last year. The pair for Dawkins. He's got 4. Sixers lead by 17 again. 8:23 left to play here in the first half.
What we're watching now is not the Dallas play. This is a new wrinkle that the Hornets put into their offense today. They want to take time off the clock. Ramil handling the ball and looking for the shooters.
He's looking for the double team. They call the play Michigan. Green from the corner. Up over the back. He's looking for a double team to come toward him, and then he's kicking to where the double team came.
And the Hornets supposed to make the shot.
That's right.
And that's how it's supposed to go.
In theory, he did everything right. Ramil Robinson getting his chance to run the show from outside. Same play. There's no double. There is a steal, however, by Greg Graham. 4-on-3 break, Philadelphia. Sean Green.
Sean looks a little ripe.
60-41. Here comes Curry. Warren Kidd with a rebound for Philadelphia. Johnny Dawkins to Sean Green. No team needs the All-Star break more than the Charlotte Hornets.
And Sean Green just passed it to big fella. Bradley posts up and Green doesn't even look at it.
This one goes to Graham, who stepped out of bounds before the shot.
7-footer is a luxury, but it's not what you want to work on. When he gets the ball on the low post, he should be going to the basket.
David Wingate not allowed in, not in the box in time. Eddie Johnson has a clear path to the basket, but can't make it work. Ball lost to the corner. And we've got a timeout on the court. It's going to be Philadelphia ball when we come back. Last taken out of bounds by the Hornets. Sixers have everything going their way by 19. Included to be round-trip air, 2 nights hotel accommodations in San Francisco, game tickets, and that $500 in cash. It's Hornets trivia, tune in and win. Question 2. There's the shooting percentage in the second quarter. The Hornets woefully at 25%. David Wingate from the corner scores, and the Hornets trail 60-43.
14 rebound advantage for the Sixers also make it a very difficult night.
Hornets have been out-rebounded by close to 10 a game since Alonzo, Larry, and all those guys have been out. Sean Bradley scores his 4th point of the night, and the lead is back to 19.
Finally, he turns his big frame around and goes to the basket. It's not rocket science here.
He's only scoring 26% in the last 4 games. David Wingate gets in trouble and has the ball batted away from him.
He's one of the best shot blockers in the league. He is that.
7, actually he's averaging about 4 a game. Ramil Robinson out. Muggsy Bogues is back on now for Charlotte. Del Curry getting set to inbound as Clarence Witherspoon returns to the game, and Sean Bradley comes out.
I guess you score a bucket, block a shot, and then someone substitutes for you. Makes you wonder what you got to do.
That'll build the confidence, won't it?
Exactly.
Bogues with Hawkins and Sean Green watching him. Shot clock down to 3, and Green commits a foul.
Personal foul, Sean Green, his first.
Now he looks up there and saw the shot clock recycled to 24. If he'd looked up there earlier and seen it recycled only at 2, he'd been feeling kind of foolish.
Well, you know, you talk about the kinds of things that happen on the court that coaches don't like, and you certainly don't want to foul somebody when the shot clock is about to run down.
Green with the foul, the Hornets with possession. It's only the 3rd team foul against Philadelphia, actually the 4th against the Sixers. Del Curry out front. Hornets trail by 19. Got a whistle and a foul out of the post this time, and
Personal foul,
it's going to be on.
the second.
It's going to be on Johnny Dawkins.
And he gets the foul on doubling down on Hersey Hawkins. The Sixers obviously decided who can hurt them offensively, and Hersey Hawkins is one. So they're going to make sure that they play Hersey just as you would play a pivot player. He's doubled when he catches the ball.
Hornets in the penalty now from here on out with 5:38 left to go in the first half. Hawkins on the free throw line. Hornets struggling, as we showed you. Dana Barros comes back into the ballgame, struggling for the field this quarter. They are at 43% for the game. When they are under 44%, they are 1-7 on the road. Something to brighten your day. Hawkins with another. Hersey with 10. 2 for 4 from the floor tonight. And continues his outstanding free throw shooting. He had once hit 37 straight. Here's Clarence Witherspoon left open to his own devices and misses. Wingate on the rebound. Here's E.J. open. Rare miss in those circumstances. David Wingate finishes, but Warren Kidd pins it for a goaltend, and it's going to be 6 points for the Gate. 62-47, Philadelphia.
We talked about Clarence Witherspoon. He's got 6 points, 7 assists, and 9 rebounds. I mean, well on his way to a triple-double.
Before halftime, Green for 3. Wingate tips the rebound. Now it's starting to pick up things on the board again. Here comes Muggsy. Curry spots up for 3.
Tough shot.
Somebody ran at him at the last second.
I mean, it was right in the rim. Tough shot. He almost got it.
Dell will be going to his second 3-point competition. All knocked out of bounds by Sean Green. It's going to be Hornets ball. Warren Kidd and wait a second. 6 men on the court here for Philadelphia. Warren Kidd and Sean Green were trying to figure out who's going to come off the floor. Now Fred Carter pulls Kidd. Green is back. Tim Perry is on the floor.
We don't have enough players, and they want to use too many.
Here comes Muggsy inside, drawing the foul. This is one way the Hornets can come back in this ball game, and that is get to the foul line.
Well, again, we talked about the play that Ramil Robinson ran, and the Hornets, a running team, find themselves in a bit of a predicament because you don't have a lot of players, but you don't want to get too far out of what you want to do. So trying to slow the game down really would work to the advantage because the 76ers should want to speed it up because of the numbers and because of the size. So taking it inside, taking your time, going to the line is a good way to slow the game down and catch up with the clock stop.
Muggsy Bogues leads the Hornets with 12 points. He has 2 assists. Those assists will suffer if he has to score tonight, and that's what he's been called upon to do.
6-0 run, the last minute and 10 battle.
trail by 13. Here's Hornacek on the drive. Leaves it to Perry for the dunk.
Well, initial defense, but you allowed Hornacek to penetrate just a little too deeply. And in the case like that, if he doesn't score, he can always find someone else who can.
There's Muggsy Bogues in the corner. And Muggsy now with 14. Keep in mind his career high is 22. He's already had two 20-point outings thus far this season. One at 22, the other at 21. Hornets trail by 13. Here's Perry. Wingate with the rebound. Loose ball foul. Clarence Witherspoon.
Clarence Witherspoon, his second personal foul.
That's the second on Witherspoon, and we've got a winner. Art Shoup of Marion, North Carolina, correctly identified the Spirit as the team name before they were called the Hornets. And enjoy your trip to Oakland and San Francisco. Stay tuned. We're going to be giving away more trips in the Hornets Trivia Tune In and Win contest. And our next question we'll ask at halftime. You thought you could run to the refrigerator, huh? Of course, we have a great grand prize, too. In the fourth quarter, we'll be giving away a trip to Toronto to see Larry Johnson and Alonzo Mourning play for Dream Team 2 in the World Championship.
I thought these West Coast, that's not a grand prize.
Well, they're all good.
Yeah, pretty good prizes.
We got some, let's see, Orlando, Washington, D.C., San Antonio, which is a great NBA city.
It is. It is.
Wingate with 7, 64-52. Hornets cut it down to 12, and a backcourt foul on Del Curry.
Late call. Late call. Ball's already dislodged before the whistle blows.
Tommy Nunes was just kind of checking himself, running through the replay in his mind. It's the third team foul against the Hornets. They have one to give before the penalty. 3:30 left in the first half. Hornets have whittled down a 20-point deficit. Here's Perry, wants that three, gets it. Perry actually is, I said he was 23%, he's 37% from three-point range, and that's a dramatic improvement over 23%, which he was 2 weeks ago. Hawkins gets fouled inside as Sean Bradley's back into the ball game. The foul is going to be charged to Jeff Hornacek.
I mean, the three-point shot by guys like Perry, I think it is a luxury that they possess it. But Perry's a quick player, a high jumper, and he's pretty strong inside. It's just better to see him get folks in foul trouble and get his three-point plays that way than to shoot the long jumper or insist upon looking for it in every occasion.
Hersey Hawkins has hit 87 of his last 93 free throw attempts. He is now 6 for 6 with that foul shot right there in tonight's game.
And, you know, he started off the season shooting foul shots, not as we expected him to, but now it's come around. He's got the groove now.
He cuts the lead to 13 with a pair there, 7 for 7 on the night. Hawk now with 12 points. Hornets staying within arm's distance. Here's Witherspoon. The help comes from Perry's man. He'll take the three. Eddie Johnson keeps the rebound alive, and David Wingate pulls it down. Here's Curry for 2. You know, as well as Tim Perry shoots that three, I'll take that double anytime.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
67-56. Hornets trail by 11. Coming back. Witherspoon. Again, the double comes off Barrow's man. No, actually, it was off Perry's man again. Hornacek with a nice look. And the basket. He has 22.
And it's really interesting. You don't want to go after a fake and pass. You can't score on a pass.
Eddie Johnson for 3. Hornets have not had good luck from three-point range tonight. Only one of their three-point attempts has gone in out of 5. 69-56 as we approach the 2-minute mark. Perry again for 3.
Now, if he makes a couple, though, Steve, that makes you start to rethink it.
He makes 3. Probably do have to get off him and get to somebody else.
That was somebody else.
Wingate. The jumper goes over the back of the backboard. 72-56 the score, and we have a timeout on.
Good defense by Shaw.
At the live action, Witherspoon makes the basket and draws the foul. Wingate picking up the foul. 8 points for the Spoon, who's speeding toward a triple-double here. That's 10 rebounds, 9 assists, 8 points.
He's a good young player. I think they got him in because he reminded him of Barkley. He's not a Barkley, but he's got a lot of talent.
9 points for the Spoon, 75-56 now. Philadelphia out in front by 19. Hornets got it down to about 11. And Hersey Hawkins makes it work inside. He's got 14. A minute 20 left to go here in the first half of play. 75-58. Philadelphia in the lead. Hornets have won 4 straight in this building. Here's Perry looking for his 4th three-pointer. Curry with a rebound. The Hornets can't guard everything. So they've decided not to guard that. Johnson in the corner. Had that one cocked around his ear. 75-60.
The Sixers are 5 of 12 from three-point range. And Curry on the double again.
Perry's got 3 of those 12. Illegal defense against the Hornets. It's their first. Alan Bristow doing it with smoke and mirrors tonight.
Little mirrors. Pocket mirrors.
Kenny Gaddison out of the game with the virus. Not even travel from the hotel. He'll catch up with the team at the airport tonight. LaRon Ellis, Scott Burrell, Lonzo Mourning, Larry Johnson. The list is too long. Bradley gets stripped of it. Back the other way. Here's Curry. And that's for 2. Curry for 2. He's got 8. 75-62. Hornets within 13 again.
Hanging around.
Nice 6-point run. 120 seconds to go here in the first half. Shot clock is in. Barros takes a 2. Eddie Johnson with a rebound. Nice bounce pass to Bogues. He gets it under control and scores. Muggsy Bogues. 75-64 with 4 seconds left. Here comes Perry. He'll jack up a 3. Doesn't go. And the Hornets end on a high note. 75-64. An end of it here. And we are underway. Both
teams got a little bit better in the second quarter defensively. Charlotte only shot 41%, down from 54, but they reduced the Sixers shooting percentage by 18% from 61 to 43.
Eddie Johnson can't make the jump shot. We've got our Harris Teeter three-point payoff contestant coming up here momentarily. I think that's going to be an awful lot of fun. We'll get to explain what it's all about. Here's Sean Bradley. His pass turns into a shot that doesn't go.
And a missed shot. He'll get that in the record book.
Muggsy Bogues. It's time for our Harris Teeter three-point playoff. Tonight's entry from Wallace Blanton of Cary, North Carolina. Wallace has picked Muggsy Bogues to score a three-point basket here in the third quarter. If Muggsy does, Wallace wins $300 in groceries from Harris Teeter. You can register to play at your local Harris Teeter store. Sean Bradley comes over the back of Marty Conlon.
Personal foul,
and Marty gets the ball down low. Watch the head fake. Head fake, and he steps right up under Bradley. Bradley's so big, though, that he can make up for it with their long arms, but he made contact with Conlon, and so Marty gets the foul on Bradley. That's a nice play.
A lot of confidence being shown in this young man with the second half start.
He took his time on that move, which was a great thing to do.
Sean Bradley to catch up and foul him.
This is the closest this score has been since 27.2 seconds were left in the first quarter, when it was 43-33, so the Hornets are coming back.
75-66. Tell me you're going to join Kenny Gaddison in the hotel for the remainder of the game. Virus is traveling around. Hornets with only 9 men trying to make do tonight, but trying to stop a 16 losing streak. Perry shuns the 3 from the drive down the lane, and Conlon muscles the rebound out. Here comes Eddie Johnson in the face of Sean Bradley over the back. So Bradley had some influence there.
Of course, you make you shoot just a little bit higher to get by him. It's going to have an effect when it hits the rim.
That time the effect was out of bounds. Hornets and Sixers will meet 2 more times this year. March 22nd in Charlotte and back here in Philadelphia on April 9th. It took to be full strength for both of those. There's the spin move by Bradley, but too much spinning, according to Tommy Nunez, and that's the travel. Sixers have only turned the ball over 5 times with that turnover there.
They haven't given the ball to Bradley enough.
Well, they are
He'll get more turnovers if he gets it more, because he averages about 3 a game.
They turned it over quite a bit, 16 a game almost. Barrows had 4 against Miami, and so did Dawkins. Here comes Hersey Hawkins through the lane on Tim Perry. Lack of size hurt on that play. Barrows on the wing. Hornacek. 24 points for Jeff Hornacek.
Now the Hornets are playing a little bit quicker pace, and that doesn't seem to show well for them at this point. They might want to slow it down just a bit.
77-66, Sixers by 11. Eddie Johnson backing in, gets doubled. Muggsy Bogues is bunched up a little bit on the perimeter. Hawk with a nice cut and a nice feed from Muggsy. Hawkins with 16.
That bunching up you talked about, Muggsy recognized it. Again, Bradley out from under the basket, so Hawk cuts down the lane. That's a very good play.
Dana Barrows gets fouled as he went through. This one's going to be on Hersey Hawkins.
Personal foul, Hersey Hawkins.
It's his second. Team's first.
See the bunch, but Muggsy Bogues just seeing people, and Hersey Hawkins leaves Jeff Hornacek. Another example of Hornacek defense.
Bradley out front. Bradley holds the ball up high, sweeps for the hook and leaves it short. Here comes Wingate with the rebound. Gates got a bundle of them here tonight.
You know, you can talk about Bradley's execution on that missed shot, but his technique's off it too.
Hersey Hawkins draws Bradley's 3rd foul, and a technical foul coming up too. Bradley picking up the foul plus the tee.
Bradley will get another foul. You don't have to go for a fake when you're a big guy. The Hornets get the ball, go inside. Now Bradley goes for a fake from Hersey Hawkins. You stay on your feet, you block the shot. Bradley set out a 1-game suspension for bumping a referee, and now he gets a tech for talking back to a referee. So you see an attitudinal problem going right along with that poor shooting percentage he had.
I don't see what his challenge was really, because I mean, he fouled him. He fouled him not once, but he fouled him twice.
You know, I think he may be just upset with the lack of success he's having at this level. And instead of just calming down, enjoying the game, figuring out a way to invest that $44 million that he has.
I can help him do that.
I can tell him how to be happy.
Sean, we can help you. Trust us.
I might could also help his hook shot, because it's a really good looking too.
He's got a good one. Hawkins, I won't say that too loud because this injury stuff heats up. You'll be in there. Sean cooling it out. He sat out the February 2nd game, as Gil said, because he did bump a referee. Hawkins now with a 3-point play here. Makes it work. He's got 19. Hersey Hawkins has hit 9 consecutive free throws. 77-71. Hornets whittle this thing down to 6. Still looking for our Harris Teeter 3-point payoff here. Here is Witherspoon. Conlon gets a big rebound.
Nice play by Conlon. He had a good block out to get that rebound.
Eddie Johnson in the face of Tim Perry, and that's EJ's 12th. 77-73. It's a 4-point game. Barrows to Witherspoon. 3 Hornets converge. Perry for 3. That's his 4th 3-pointer of the game.
I guess he's trying to make a believer out of me.
Me too. About 8 to play here in the 3rd. Hornets down by 7. Here comes Hawkins. He penetrates. Muggsy Bogues leaves Barrows. Eddie Johnson for 2 with 3 on the shot clock. 14 for EJ, 2 straight.
It's great ball movement by Charlotte.
There's Hornacek, leaves for Witherspoon. The basket will not count. The foul happened before he went up, so said Eddie Johnson. The foul's going to be on EJ. That's his 3rd.
The Hornets got that last basket from some great passing, slowing the game down. Hornacek getting inside. You don't want that to happen, but Eddie makes the foul quickly enough so there's no chance for a 3-point play.
And no foul shots either. Philadelphia possession. Here's Perry. The Hornets run out to get him, and that gives him an opening. However, he doesn't cash in. 17-5 run for the Hornets. Make it 19-5 as Muggsy Bogues strokes his 18th point of the night. And the Hornets are within 3. Down at 1 point by 21. They're only 3 back.
Great comeback by the Hornets, but you wonder, what is Fred Carter thinking about? Does his hands not work to call a time?
Here comes Bogues on the miss. Bogues has to carry it in himself. Eddie Johnson with a stick back. In and out and off. Oh, that would have cut it down to 1.
The great.
Hornacek, baseline. 26 points for Hornacek. Hornets bring it down by 5. Here comes Bogues to Conlon. Nice move out to Wingate, open at the elbow. David struggling a bit with the shot tonight. Gate 3 of 9, 7 points. Here comes Barros. Offensive foul on Dana Barros. Timeout on the court with 6:31 left to play. We're in the 3rd quarter and we've got game tickets and $500 in cash. We're back in action. The field goals in the 3rd. It hasn't been pretty, but the Hornets have fashioned a comeback out of it. They're only 5 back. Hawkins in trouble. Wingate there to help. Touched it while he was out of bounds. It's going to be Philadelphia ball.
The double came on Hersey from the baseline. He never saw where the double came from and couldn't release the ball to the open player as a result.
Barros at the top. Here's Witherspoon drawing attention. Perry for 3. That's his 5th three-pointer tonight. He's got 22 points.
Okay, Tim, I'm sorry I said you need to go inside. I'm sorry.
Didn't mean it. Wingate on the drive, and the foul coming up on Warren Kidd.
Personal foul, Warren Kidd.
It's going to be second. Third on Philadelphia.
David Wingate shooting.
David Wingate trying to take it right to the basket. And Warren Kidd getting over. You know, sometimes when you try to block a shot, you can't move your hand down. You got to keep it extended, because once you show the downward motion, the ref's going to call the foul. More than likely, you're going to carry your body into the player's shoe.
Del Curry unholsters. Hersey Hawkins goes to the sideline. David Wingate now with 8 points on the night.
You know, I had a chance to talk to Eric Leckner a little bit before the game. He was a guy unhappy with his playing time in Charlotte. How do you think he feels here in Philly?
He's not playing tonight. Hasn't played 3 of the last 4 games. David Wingate, by the way, has 10 rebounds.
It's great.
Dana Barros down low to Witherspoon. Terry says, hey, I'll try it again for 6.
Amazing.
6 3-pointers for Tim Perry. He's got 25. Somewhere this string has got to run out. 88-78. 18 points on Tim Perry's back because of 3-pointers. Foul coming up is going to be on Dana Barros.
Well, Eddie Johnson recognized how early he had such a small player on him. And Wingate was trying to get the angle to give the ball to him. I think he wanted it a little bit early.
4th team foul on Philadelphia. Last one before the penalty. The Hornets will get it side out, trailing here by 13. They got as close as 3. Perry has drilled him with 3 3-pointers here in the 2nd half. Here's David Wingate from the perimeter. And Wingate's got himself a double-double. 10 points, 10 rebounds for Gate. Hornets trail by 8. 4:52 left. Witherspoon probably working on a triple-double. In the lane, dishes to Perry. If he scores here, it's an assist. Nope. And for Witherspoon, well, Witherspoon needs a score now to get the triple-double. He has 12 assists, 12 rebounds, 9 points unofficial. Hornets trail by 8. Wingate from the corner. Warren Kidd with a rebound.
Good shot by David. He had a good look at the shot anyway.
There's the cut by Kidd, but it's stolen by Wingate. Muggsy Bogues into front court with the open jumper. He drains it. Muggsy's got 20. 88-82. He's 2 away from tying a career high.
6 threes by Witherspoon, and his club is still only up by 6.
Amazing.
Hornets doing a very good job.
6 threes by Perry.
I'm sorry, Perry. I want to give it
Witherspoon. It's Witherspoon with a triple-double. Here comes the 7th. Perry got the yips. Happens in golf a lot.
With what?
The yips when you're putting. Got that putt for the money? Trust me, it happens. Half our audience out there is going, yes, and he's right. Hornacek, foul line extended. Pick and roll goes to Witherspoon, and he's got a triple-double. Spoon with 11, 90-82. Sixers by 8. Despite all the fantastic things they've been doing, particularly Perry and Witherspoon, they're still up by just 8. Here's Hornacek for 3. Conlon with a rebound. The undermanned, injury-ravaged Hornets come into front court, and they will call timeout. Timeout with 2:58 left to play. We've got one more trip to go to Toronto, and we'll draw it off and ask the question in the fourth quarter. Still looking for a three-pointer from Muggsy Bogues in our Harris Teeter three-point payoff contest.
Hornets playing half-court basketball, which they have to do.
Hornets have yet to hit a three-pointer in this quarter, let alone Muggsy. Dell's attempt went astray. Sixers lead it here by 8. Here's Sean Green. Witherspoon can't get to the rebound, but does tip it to Hornacek. Gets it back. Witherspoon for 13. The Sixers lead it by 10.
Now that's his first triple-double of his career. It's the first one he's ever had.
Here comes Conlon down the lane. All last touch by the Sixers. Wallace Blanton is in his home in Cary, North Carolina, nervously tapping his fingers, waiting for Muggsy Bogues to take a 3.
There's a chance.
There it is.
Oh, too late.
2:09 left to go here in this third quarter. Wingate looking for a cut from Hawkins. The double comes out to Hawkins. That leaves Wingate for the drive, and David cashes in.
David Wingate.
The attention they're paying to Hersey Hawkins paid off for David Wingate in his 12th point of the night.
And the Hornets still just hanging around.
Sean Green tries a 3. Conlon with yet another rebound. Marty Conlon has 7 boards. Conlon through the lane. Hangs in there and gets his 12th point of the night. And a foul to boot. And Warren Kidd has got 3.
He's made some good plays. Now that basket is what's going to stick in everybody's mind, but he's made some good plays. This time, watch him look at the basket, just hesitate, freeze the defense, and go right towards the hoop. That's a very smart play by Marty Conlon, and he gets a chance to finish a three-point attempt.
Marty Conlon misses the three-pointer. 92-86. Hornets hanging in there. They're down by just 6 with 1:30 left to play. Going to battle with just 9 players. And anybody who's ever actually drawn a rebound for them, either in the hospital, at home, or on the bench. Muggsy Bogues feeds Wingate, but a steal by Barrows. The foul by Muggsy in backcourt. That's only the 3rd team foul on Charlotte. First in the last 2 minutes.
Muggsy's a little upset at himself, and Barrows just played it quite well. Muggsy left his feet a passer. It even doesn't work when he tries it. And he's quite upset because he knew that he had the fast break that he wanted.
1:13 left to go here in the third quarter. 92-86. Philadelphia in the lead. Led by 20. And as little as 3. Here's Sean Green from the corner. Hornets have never led in this. Muggsy Bogues down in the front court. Dell for 2. Dell has struggled tonight. Curry is 4 for 14. Here comes Hornacek.
He has struggled.
28 points for Jeff Hornacek. 94-86. Under a minute. Here's Hawkins on the drive, and he draws another foul. And this one is going to be, I believe, on Warren Kidd.
That's a very nice play, nice bounce pass from Wingate. When you go out and guys overplay you and you make a nice bounce pass to a guy cutting to the basket, it gets through in the lane.
Of course, you may take issue with what Warren Kidd did, but what he did do is make sure that Hersey didn't make the field goal.
Well, when our guys do it, it's a good foul. When their guys do it, it's a terrible play. That's how it goes.
That's right. Of course, they found the wrong guy in Hawkins, who now has 20. 11 of that 20 from the free throw line. He has 1 3-pointer on the night. Marty Conlon comes out. Mike Jemensky comes in. Eddie Johnson is back on. Tony Bennett is on. Muggsy Bogues and David Wingate sit.
They both have to be very tired. So this is important time right now. And you see how long they stayed in the quarter. Usually they're out with a minute or so more to go. They played as long as they could. Now they got to get some rest.
Now there is a 2-minute break between quarters, so they'll get that to rest up. And then Allen Bristow will roll the dice as to when they'll come in the fourth.
And when they come in, they'll stay in.
6-point lead until they either drop or
hopefully, because that means it's a close game.
16 seconds left to go. You see the shot to gain differential of 8 seconds. Here's Dana Barrows. Bennett tries for the rebound. Barrows with a stick back.
Tough basket. The Hornets played good defense and didn't get the rebound.
His first score of the second half. Tony Bennett goes coast to coast. Hawkins puts it up. Scores! Hersey Hawkins for 2 plus the foul.
Personal foul.
And that's a big basket because what Hersey Hawkins has in fact done is get the 2 points back. Tough shot, tough attempt by Tony Bennett, but Hawk again doing a great job this year offensively rebounding the basketball. Gets a tough one to go in. The Hornets needed that hoop.
I believe that foul's going to be on Dana Barrows. That's going to be his third. And Hersey Hawkins now has 23. He's hit 12 straight on the free throw line. Equaled that feat against the New York Knicks on January 8th.
You talk about his 23, and remember, he's been keyed upon defensively by the Sixers.
24 points for Hawkins. He interferes with the ball going into the hands of Sean Green, and so yet in another quarter, the Hornets wind up 3-point playoff, but we might have a winner in the Hornets. Hornets trail by 5 here, 96-91. We're in the fourth. Sean Bradley back into the ball game. Well, Wallace Blanton of Carey. Muggsy Bogues didn't get a 3-pointer for you in the third, but you're going to get a nice consolation prize from Harris Teeter. In the meantime, our jackpot in our 3-point playoff goes up to $600, and we'll draw off another contestant in our next television broadcast on February 21st. Start the fourth quarter with a Philadelphia basket, and Mike Jametsky gets a nice pass and his first basket of the night on the roll from Del Curry.
Veterans playing together. Nice pick and roll.
Hornacek now has 30 with that basket to start off the quarter. Bradley throws it right off the back of his player, and it's picked up on the turnover by Eddie Johnson.
So there's a switch in the defensive assignment. Eddie Johnson is playing Bradley on D.
Ball tipped out wide. Eddie Johnson shuns the 3 for Hersey inside. No foul. Barrows back the other way. Hornacek for 3.
He's tough. Offensively, he's tough. You can score on him, but he will get you back.
That's 9 3-pointers for Philadelphia. That's the second for Hornacek. Hersey Hawkins gets the drive and the foul and the technical.
Oh, boy.
Hersey Hawkins getting set to go to the foul line. He's got the basket, giving him 26 for the night.
Basket for Hersey Hawkins.
Let's see who the technical's going to be on. I believe it could be Fred Carter. But no, the technical's at the other end.
Green is third.
The foul is on Green.
Was assessed to Hersey Hawkins.
Hawkins picks up the tee.
Wow. I wonder why Hersey would get a technical. He got the foul.
Hornacek gets the foul shot. This is a new season high for Hornacek. His career high is 39. So Hawk gets the tee. Sean Green gets the personal foul after Hawkins' basket. And Hawk is on for a 3-point play.
The only thing I think could have happened is that he may have told the ref he should have called it sooner. He's been holding me or something.
In so many words.
Yeah. Hawkins
now with the free throw. 14 out of 14 tonight. 27 points for Hersey Hawkins. 102-96. Here's the shot by Hornacek in the 3-point play. Hornacek again penetrates, doesn't get it. 2 stabs at it. This one's off the top of the backboard against Philadelphia. Well, one of the keys we alluded to at the beginning of this game, among several, defensive rotation, that's been fairly good. Post defense is another, but Percy Hawkins must excel here, and he has done just that.
He's done his part. And Alan Bristow deserves a lot of credit for putting Eddie Johnson on Sean Bradley, because they're going to play Sean Bradley out from the basket. It's what Fred Carter's decided to do. Put somebody smaller and not a big guy.
Del Curry moves around the screen to get his 10th point of the night, and the Hornets are now within 4. Now there's blood in the water. Let's see if the Shark can get the bait. Here is Bradley.
He went inside that time.
6 points for Sean Bradley.
But he'll do one spectacular thing like that. You expect to say, this is what we can see for him all the time, and you may not see anything else for the rest of the game.
Eddie Johnson. Eddie Johnson on the baseline, and that may be the rule for him because he spent 2 years out of the game before coming back this year. Greg Graham into the ball game, misses from the corner. Here's Warren Kidd getting tied up in the lane. 3 seconds. No, it's a travel. Travel for Warren Kidd. Take your pick. It could have been 3.
Well, that's good defense by Tony Bennett, who got in and grabbed the ball. Tony Bennett went inside and made it work.
Philadelphia, there you see them, 1-17 when they allow opponents to score 100, even if they make it to 100 first. Here's Mike Jemensky. Tony Bennett further out still, 10 on the shot clock. Tony Bennett rattles one in and out. Warren Kidd picks up the rebound.
It's 14.
Hornets shooting as a team 44%. Here's Dawkins high off the square. Kidd again inside. Gives it off to Johnny.
Gotta be 3 seconds. Gotta be.
Yeah. When you fall in the lane, you're akin to putting down cement for the foundation.
Well, if you get the rebound inside of the lane, make a fake, don't shoot it, pass it out of the lane, and don't leave the lane, then it's got to be 3 seconds too.
Hornets are awfully small now because David Wingate comes on. Eddie Johnson, the tallest Hornet on the floor, as Mike Jemensky comes off. Wingate, Bowles, Curry, Hawkins, and Eddie Johnson, the combine for Charlotte.
The Sixers going to the foul line, but one time in this quarter.
Hawkins gives to Dawkins, and a foul coming up on Bowles. You no sooner say that. And Dawkins takes a trip.
And the Hornets had gone 12 times. Hornets 10 of 12. And to this point, Philly 1-1. Just a miscue that time by Hersey Hawkins. And Hornacek looks ahead. Johnny Dawkins getting into the flow.
Clarence Witherspoon coming into the ball game now, and going out would be Warren Kidd. Good minutes by Warren Kidd as Dawkins goes to the free throw line. Hornets 25 of 29 from the line. Philadelphia 13 of 14. That's for the game. Dawkins with the free throw. And here comes Marty Conlon, who's played well. So Alan Bristow looked at the small combination that he had on the court and said, no, I think we need to get a little bit bigger with Witherspoon in the ball game and Bradley.
Well, you know that post Witherspoon, although Bradley will play high, you got to get Conlon back in for the Witherspoon matchup.
Dawkins hits a pair. 6 points for Johnny Dawkins. 106-98. Lead is 7 for Philadelphia. 8 rather. Here's Eddie Johnson from the corner. Again, Bradley made him change it. And Dawkins carries it out of bounds. It'll be Hornets ball.
I think he got the timeout. He tried to call timeout.
Looks like he did.
He did. He was trying. Everybody tries to do that now.
Hornacek comes out of the ball game now. Tim Perry is back in. He of 6 3-pointers in this game. Marty Conlon takes the advantage on Bradley. No foul. Lots of contact there, but no call. Nice move by Conlon. Didn't get paid for it, though. Here's Graham. Hornets trail by 8. Still plenty of time. Here's Bradley. Conlon's got it. Hawkins to help. Bradley to force it. Ball lost out of bounds. Last touch by Bradley. It'll be a Hornets ball. And Bradley's still giving some grief to the official.
And he shoots a fall-away jump shot.
He's 7-6.
His technique is awful. No matter what else you want to say, that is not how he should be playing basketball.
Wingate, nice pass to Hawkins. 2 fakes, up, no. Conlon tries to pay it off. Whistle, loose ball foul. And it's going to be on Bradley. And that is 4.
That's what talking to the refs will get him. They will get you back if they want to.
You bet.
Good work inside, although it's a miss. The Hornets attacking the board. Collins still there. Two hands, and Bradley knocks him on his arm.
Bogues at the top. Here comes Eddie Johnson. EJ. Now, if he warms up, you're in trouble. 16 points for Eddie. Hornets trail by 6.
And that was a good pick by Collins so that Witherspoon couldn't get to Eddie Johnson. He gets the credit on that play, too.
Witherspoon. Perry's at work again. 7 3-pointers. That ties an opponent's high individually. Mookie Blaylock hit 7 just last week. 109-100. Percy Hawkins at work at the other end.
That's a tough jump shot.
You can't trade 2s for 3s, however.
No, you can't, but that was a tough basket.
It was. Witherspoon gets doubled. Here's Perry, another 3. Got a whistle and a foul coming up. Foul is going to be charged to Philadelphia, I believe. We'll sort it out when we come back and have our final question in our Hornets. Dawkins is going to the line for the technical foul shot. That's the second violation for the Hornets tonight. So Dawkins on the miss, and Philadelphia will have the ball side out. 6:35 left to go here in the fourth. Alan Bristow has coaxed another fine effort out of his team here, despite the fact that they have only 9 men available. Kenny Gaddison, the latest to go down with the virus prior to the game. He's back at the hotel. Graham looking inside, goes to Bradley, knocked away. Here come the Hornets with a chance to cut this thing down to 5. We've got a whistle and a foul. Conlon, the offensive foul, knocking down Sean Bradley.
Normally it wouldn't be a foul because if he pushed any other player in the NBA other than Sean Bradley, he wouldn't have fallen on the floor. So you wouldn't have noticed it. Bradley's a little weak.
Second foul on Conlon.
Bradley tries to get in the lane. As they run up the court, they tangle, and in trying to get his arm untangled, Bradley falls. Conlon gets the foul. So that's a no call. You don't need to call anything. That didn't have anything to do with the play.
Both players were in backcourt, not even
That's right.
close to the play.
Had nothing to do with the game at all.
First team foul on Charlotte. Steal by David Wingate.
That's what we talked about.
Here comes Eddie Johnson for 3. Yes, he's got it. EJ for 3. 19 points for Eddie, and look who's in the rearview mirror of the Sixers. Big as life, 4 points back. Why, it's the Charlotte Hornets. Witherspoon to Perry for an 8th three-pointer. Dawkins on the baseline, walks with it.
Second turnover.
Sixers have turned the ball over now 13 times this game, 9 in the second half.
Now, what the Sixers are doing, they're starting Bradley out, and they're running him under the basket, but while he's running in, the turnovers are mounting up. We talked about Charlotte needed turnovers to get 2 in a row.
Wingate out front. Hornets can cut it to 2 or maybe 1 with a 3-pointer here. 2-pointer attempt by Eddie Johnson, boarded by Witherspoon. Witherspoon holds it high. Muggsy tries to do something dramatic. Comes Dawkins. Muggsy has given it all here tonight. 20 points.
Bradley's cut inside.
Bradley with a lay-in. Bradley with 8. 111-105. Sixers by 6.
Eddie's got to bump him when he's going inside. They're starting the ball opposite Bradley. Let him cut inside.
Wingate with a miss. The Hornets have gone down court with a chance to cut it to 2 twice and missed. Dawkins down low to Witherspoon. There's the double. Curry nearly on the overplay and picks up the foul. That's going to be his 3rd.
Curry, his 3rd, team 2nd.
That's the 2nd team foul.
For Johnny Dawkins.
Johnny Dawkins comes out. Dana Barros comes in. Percy Hawkins returns to the lineup. Del Curry goes out. Curry has struggled tonight. As we said, last looked something like 5 for 15. Witherspoon. Barros will try the 3. Barros for 3.
Tough basket.
That's a new record against the Hornets. Muggsy Bogues has now tied a career high with his 22nd point of the night. The Hornets go 7 points back. Twice This quarter, they've traded 2s for 3s. Witherspoon. Back to Perry. He'll try another one. Wingate with the rebound. Perry already has 7. Bogues to Eddie Johnson for 2. And he got fouled by Tim Perry.
Players know who to look for. Eddie's been heroic at the end of the game. They're looking for him.
And he's been outstanding. He has 20-point outings in his last 6, 9 overall. Really responded to starting. In 23 games, averaged 17 points. Has pulled his season average up from 6 points to 12 points a game. And of course, as we know, Eddie Johnson has been in double figures each of the last 10 years he's been in the league, which is amazing.
And moved up in 3-point shooting in the league.
And moved up down to 40th or 41st all told. 41st all told in active scoring. And he came into this game needing 89 points to pass Earl the Pearl Monroe. Hornets trail by 5. Here's 3 more for Barrows. Good thing they're hitting the 3 because they really haven't had much out of their offense here in the second half. Referring to Philadelphia. Here comes Hersey for 2. Hawk has 2. He's got 31, 1 away from a new season high, and the Hornets are 3 back. 3:41 to play. Closest since the halfway mark in the 3rd, and the Hornets were down 80-77. Bradley roams the lane.
Good kid.
Here comes Wingate. Blocked away by Bradley. Count it. Goaltend on Sean Bradley. Sean, you can't touch it when it's on the glass, son.
I think his fans like to give him credit because he hustled so much. He was hustling. Gate goes down, he goes up. And what he does, he slaps it into the backboard. You cannot do that.
116-113. Hornets trail by 3. On defense, Hornacek. Inside to Bradley. 118-113. This youngster's been quiet all along until the 4th quarter. He has 8 points here. Marty Conlon sets in trouble, goes to Wingate. 8 on the shot clock now. David forced the shot. Tim Perry comes up with it, but it's knocked out of bounds, and a foul coming up on Muggsy Bogues. That's his 3rd.
You had a tough situation. Conlon may have held on to the ball just a little too long.
Timeout coming up. Hornets want to talk things over. 2:40 got more than 5 rebounds saved for Hersey Hawkins out of the lineup. And they're hanging in. Philadelphia has hit something to the order of 12 3-pointers in this game. 13. Here comes Clarence Witherspoon. He's got a triple-double. 15 points for him. 120-113. Del Curry for 3. Dell's struggling tonight from the field. He's 5 for 16. Time now starting to become a factor. The Hornets 7 points back, and the 2-minute mark is close. Foul on Eddie Johnson. Test Bradley's. Well, no, that's going to be, that's the 4th. And the 4th on Johnson, the 4th on the Hornets. So 1 more, and the Hornets will assign somebody to the free throw line. They're going to have to look at somebody they can put there. Bradley, by the way, is a 60% free throw shooter. So-so. Tim Perry, by the way, 54% free throw shooter. Barrows loses the handle, out of bounds. The Hornets will travel home, practice tomorrow, play Golden State Wednesday, and they will thank the powers that be for a 7-day break for the All-Star game. Dana Barrows for 3. Hornacek with the rebound. Down to 1:38. Boards critical to the Charlotte Hornets tonight, and they just don't have enough of them. With Kenny Gattison out of the lineup, along with Mourning and Johnson and Ron Ellis and Scott Burrell. Here comes Barrows. Hornacek to the top to Perry. Perry with 1 on the shot clock. It's a shot clock violation because he didn't hit anything. The shot clock will continue to roll when that happens. You have 1:17 left to go, and the Hornets now still have a chance. They need to go to their three-point specialists, Del Curry, Percy Hawkins, and Eddie Johnson. Philadelphia crowd senses a victory. They're headed out the door here. The Hornets trying to... Now we've got a clock malfunction here. Let's take a look at our Northwest scoreboard. Around the NBA tonight in the fourth quarter, Golden State leading Indiana 90-89. Atlanta is really hammering Detroit 128-92. They're in the fourth. And New York and Miami going after it in the third. Northwest Airlines, some people just know how to fly. The Hornets go up in the front court and they get fouled, and David Barrows picks up his fourth. That puts Muggsy Bogues on the line where he can establish a new career high for himself with the basket here. And he does. 23 points just like that. Muggsy Bogues, if you look at his calf injury and what he's done since then, he has really come on as a scorer. He's had to, unfortunately, with the injuries, but he sets a new career high with 24 points for Muggsy Bogues. He has 10 assists. Dana Barrows out front, 1:05 left to go. 5-point lead for Philadelphia. Barrows is in there to wipe out some clock. Perry, who has 7 3-pointers, boards his own miss. And the Hornets been able to come down with that one. It could have been something special, because they could have set up for a 3. 15 on the shot clock now for Hornacek, who holds out high. Just holding on Muggsy Bogues. The Hornets now looking for somebody to foul. Hornacek and Barrows on it. Graham down low. Offensive foul on Greg Graham. The door is left open, and we have a timeout. A timeout called by Charlotte with 32 seconds left to play. Here comes Wingate to Del Curry. Wingate will drive and lay it in. Gate with 16. Hornets trail by 3, 26 seconds left to go. They want to get the ball back with a steal, and they want to find somebody they can foul first. Barrows throws it into front court. Hornets almost get a steal. Here is Perry for the dunk. And the foul to boot.
Good effort.
Tim Perry, that's his first. We'll see it here as Perry goes in. Eddie Johnson does his best to deter the dunk, but that tells you how strong Tim Perry was going in. And you know something, Gil, that is, he's hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight 3-pointers. That's his first 2-pointer since the second quarter. And the Hornets want another timeout. Timeout on the court. Tim Perry with 31, which is a new career high for him. The Sixers leading the Hornets 123-117. This time the Hornets can do that. Inbounds, it goes to Muggsy Bogues. He stepped out. So the final problem for the Hornets arrives, and we have a foul coming up on Eddie Johnson. That's going to be 5, and Hornacek will go to the line. That's his 6th personal. So EJ is gone with 21 points, his 7th straight 20-point performance. And Jeff Hornacek now, who has a season-high 34 points, and is 5 points away from a career high of 39 points, is on the free throw line. They say Eddie Johnson now has 20. Sean Bradley, 8 points in this fourth quarter. Instrumental in what apparently is going to be the Hornets' 7th straight loss. Hornacek. Shooter's touch. Jeff Hornacek. Alan Bristow has had a tough one here tonight. His team has played hard. It has done everything, just about everything he's asked of it, except win, with only 9 players. 36 points for Hornacek, 125-117. Muggsy Bogues in among the trees, goes to David Wingate. Perry gets the rebound. Here comes Barros, and Philadelphia now will just hold it out in respect to the Hornets' effort tonight and tuck away the win. 125-117. It's hard. Injuries are a way of life. However, it is hard 18 of the 22 times.
Trying to walk it off.